All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakradash. Love honors the apostle, elders, of great men, son, I do the will, and Shalom. The Akim, spirit, word, truth, sincerity, charity. First, to the names of Yahweh, which means he is or he exists. That's the true name of the Heavenly Father. Bahashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai means he saves or he delivers. That's the true name of the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son. He'll be saving and delivering the elect of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Hispanic, and Native Americans, and people that may look like other nations with the seedline of their fathers. They could trace the lineage back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Bahashem, or Kodash, or Ka means spirit, Kodash means holy, and the Holy Spirit guides you to lessons, truth, sincerity, and charity. And just a lesson, give it to me through the Spirit. I don't know what the title yet, but the topic I want to go over specifically a couple of things, right? We're not, one being is not just being a descendant of Abraham, right? You got to be a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not just Abraham, right? Let's go to Ishmael. Ishmael. Right, so Abraham begat Isaac. That's like right here it goes. Yeah, Genesis chapter 17, verse 19. And Yahweh said, Sarah, thy wife, shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for everlasting covenant, and with his seed for after him. So if you're a descendant of Ishmael, you're not a part of the righteous bloodline. It's through Isaac. Yes, Ishmael's the son of Abraham, but he's not promised that. You gotta be a son of Abraham and Isaac. And going further, right, let's go to Jacob. We gotta be descendant of Jacob, because Jacob had a brother named Esau. And we already know how he felt about Esau. So this is when Genesis chapter 25, verse 33, Jacob said, swear to me this day, and he swore unto him. He sold his birthright. Esau has sold Jacob his birthright. This is it. He may also meet his father. As he said unto his father, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, the firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled unto what very. See who? No, that's not it. Hold on. He said, bring it near me. Slack, yeah. Well, let's use ChatGPT. Which verse and chapter did Jacob supplant? How about I'm not supplant? I'm pretty sure this is the word. Supplant Esau blessing. Okay, this is right chapter. I was just okay. 18. Esau, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according to thy bad. Badest me, arise, I pray thee. Say, eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, how is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, because the Yahweh thy power brought it to me. Yeah, he discerned him not. Slakia. I'm reading it as it goes. He said, bring it near me, and I will eat out of this, as my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he said, did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father, Isaac, said unto me, come now, kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of raiment, and blessed him, and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field, which Yahweh hath blessed. Therefore give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and the plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren. Let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be every one that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of the blessing Jacob, and Jacob was scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, and Esau his brother came in from his hunting. So yes, you gotta be descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I mean? Now you could be descended from any one of Jacob's sons and their sons thereafter, right? But you had to be the seedline of your father, right? As it says to Number chapter 1, verse 18. As they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their their pedigrees after their families. By the house of their fathers, Slakia, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, by their polls. Slakia. So that leads perfectly to my next point, right? You gotta be able to do seedline by your father to right? Because time and time again, it says, let's go to that word beget. Let's go back here. Beget a son, beget this, beget that, right? Let's go into that word. The first time pops up was Genesis chapter 4, verse 18. That was Exodus. I don't know why I pressed Genesis. Beget Yalad.
Strong's H3205. Yalad.
Let's see, to bear, bring forth, beget, gender, travail, to bear, bring forth of child distress, similarly of wicked, to beget, to be born, to cause help bring forth, to assist, attend as a midwife, to be born, to beget a child, to bear of wicked, declares one birth pedigree. God, to declare one's birth pedigree. The day of birth. Right? It's like beget. It goes even further, right? He had to be born to the father, because the way the fucking wicked ass Jews, Jewish people, it's like the way they had it, they're like, oh, it goes by the mother, it goes by the mother. I can't do those corny ass Jewish accents, but and it goes even further when Benjamin was running, when they only had 600 people left on. I pulled it up on ChatGPT earlier. I was using the devil's weapons against them. Right. Yeah. That's it. Right here. Yeah, and the congregation sat. Slakia. And the congregation sent thither 12,000 men of the valiant son. Slakia. Start from top. The men of Israel sworn in Mizpah, saying, there shall not any of us give his daughters unto Benjamin to wife, right? So this is after a war Benjamin had with Israel. Benjamin being one of the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12th youngest son of Yasharallah, or our father Yaquab, which is Jacob in the Paleo Hebrew. And Yasharallah is how you say Prince of Power in the Hebrew, which also means Israel. But yeah, he's Benjamin being the youngest son. His sons had warred with the rest of Israel, and they were down to only 600 men. And pretty much at the beginning, you see that they swore not to give any daughters to him. All right, so let's keep reading. And the people came to the house of Yahweh and abode there even before Yahweh, and lifted up their voices and swore and wept and swore and said, O Yahweh, power of Israel, why is this come to pass in Israel that there should be today one tribe lacking in Israel? So yeah, we didn't want to lose our brother, little Benjamin. They got called little Benjamin, only having 600, because they were having, and pretty much, if there was 600 men and they had passed away, they would have been gone, right? They would have been gone. And Israel wept, because we still had that love for our brothers then. You know what I mean? We're still blessed with that then. And we'll be blessed with it in the future again. I mean, of course, those amongst the faithful, there's tons of brotherly love them, but the whole nation will have that once again. Once Yahweh Bashem Shai comes back. Because it is written that we will follow his commandments perfectly. And one of his commandments is we shall love our neighbor as we love ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So, Slaki, that's a little bit off topic, but here, let's keep reading. Judges chapter 21, verse 4. And it came to pass on the morrow that the people rose early and built there an altar and offered the burnt offerings and peace offerings. And the children of Yasharallah, who is there among all tribes of Israel, that came not up with the congregation into Yahweh, for they had made a great oath concerning him that came not up to the Lord, to Yahweh, to Mizpah, saying, he shall surely be put to death. And the children of Yasharallah repented them for Benjamin, their brother, and said, there is one tribe cut off from Yasharallah to this day. How shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing we have sworn by Yahweh that we will not give them our daughters to wives. That's the dangers of swearing by the Lord. You know what I mean? That is the danger of swearing by the Lord. Like, you must do it. So it's better to not swear, by the way. It is better to not swear. Better. Hold on, let's go into that. Better. I'm getting closer to it. Was it this? 6, swear not all, neither by heaven, for it is Yahweh's throne. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. Slack, yeah. I guess I gotta do another lesson on that. Do my research on that. But yeah, that's how dangerous to swear by the Lord. And they said, what one is there of the tribes of Yasharallah that came not up to Mizpah to Yahweh, and behold, there came none to camp from Jabesh Gilead to assembly, for people were numbered, and behold, there were none of the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead there. And congregation sit there 12,000 men of valiances, and commanded them, saying, go and smite the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead in the end of the sword with the women and the children. And this is the thing that ye shall do: ye shall utterly destroy every male and every woman that have lain by a man. Pretty much, you kill all the men and all the men and all their wives, right? And they found among the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead 400 young virgins that had no man by lying with any male, and they brought them unto the camp of Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan. And the whole congregation sent some to speak to the children of Benjamin, and they were in the rock of Rimmon, and to call peaceably unto them. And Benjamin came again at that time, and they gave them wives, which they had saved alive of the women of Jabesh Gilead, and yet so they sufficed them not. And the people repented for Benjamin, because that Yahweh had made a breach in the tribes of Israel, of Yasharallah. Then the elders of the congregation said, how be it that we may not give the wives of our daughters for the children, sworn, saying, cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. Solid yearly in place. Go and lie and wait in the vineyards. Hold on, sorry, I'm reading this as we go. I guess I should have read this before. Oh, okay, yeah. And see, behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dances, then come ye out of the vineyards. Catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. It shall be that when their fathers or their brethren come unto us to complain, that we say unto them, be favorable unto them for our sakes, because we reserve not to each man his wife. Yeah. Regardless, I'm pretty sure what the... Hold on, let's look it up. Was Jabesh. I thought they were full of this, but I guess they all were. Well, so yeah, they were punished for not helping them fight this, but still, all the children I would beget for them were Benjaminites. So the tribe was saved. I do gotta do more research on this. I thought they were Gentiles, but I guess not. But still, they follow the seedline of their fathers, and all the children we get from that are still Benjaminites. So it was saved through the men, right? Through the men. That's more proof. So that's two things. It goes that you gotta be a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and you gotta be and it goes by the bloodline of your fathers. Right? Those two things matter, right? Even so, if you get a woman with a Gentile, of a Gentile nation, they are your concubine, right? Any child beget from that is still an Israelite. If the child's, if the mother is a Gentile and the father is an Israelite, pretty much the whole thing is your father has to be an Israelite. It just has to be. It's just the rules, like yeah. We don't make them. We just follow them. With that being said, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do the will. Shalom to the Akim for this word, true sincerity. Shalom, call me Shalom, about the ball.